I knew this question was going to come up, and so I'm going to just get it out there and get you all's opinion on this. I'm often asked by people who are interested into getting into this field of work about whether or not they should get a DEI certificate. And we've talked a lot about the skills and the experience that you need. So I'd love you all's thoughts, maybe starting with Pinya. What are your thoughts around, I know there's a lot out there. There's the Cornell, there's the IDC, there's so many different ones now. For people who are interested in working in DEI, whether it's a role similar to yours or in-house, just thoughts on the need for a certification.
Yeah, I actually don't have a very extensive answer to this. I will say that on the Paradigm team, there are some people that have those certifications, but it's not something that we talk about very broadly as a prerequisite to doing our work. And kind of related to what people, or like these 3 skills, something that I've been thinking about as I was considering this question is like my own background. So coming into my role at Paradigm, I didn't have a diversity and equity inclusion like certification, certainly not any of that. And it was mostly just like the passion and the personal motivation to learn more. And so as Brittany was saying, like the learning piece is what we find most important at Paradigm. So much of it you learn on the job. So through training through our own internal team, or just learning from other people that we're doing work with. So the stakeholders like Tara, when Paradigm worked with Mozilla, or within trainings, just hearing strategies and recommendations from the people in those audiences, and then taking that and passing that forward the next time you talk to a different group that would be relevant for. So certification wise, not a ton to say about that. So I would love to hear from the other 2 folks.
Yeah, Tara, did you have a thought on that one?
Got opinions on a lot of things. A lot of people ask me about the Cornell certificate. I think it's quite expensive, like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. For that money, I don't think it's worth it. We're seeing it's an emergent space, DEI, right now, and there's a lot of companies trying to monetize it. I think there's more than enough workshops like this, workshops from practitioners on lots of different issues, like around anti-racism, around psychological safety, around feedback, about debiasing the promotion process. Like there's a lot out there for free. I think like you can tell from the wildly different backgrounds the 4 of us have, it's about knowing kind of what you bring in your career, what you're interested in, and then mapping your skills. Yeah, the people who I've seen with those certifications, I don't see them doing better work. I really love seeing people who've got the different backgrounds who just bring really rich skills, either like in curriculum development, in instructional design, in data analytics, and seeing the flavor that they bring to the work. So I'd encourage you to figure out what your superpowers are, what the work is that you love, what your strengths are, identify the areas that you want to learn more about, and start by reading, listening to podcasts, attending webinars, and build your skills that way.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. And I would actually agree. I think it is an option. If you feel like you are very early in your journey and you want to get more and you have the means to do it and it's accessible to you, there's no harm in doing it and doing the certifications. I think that learning is always valuable, but I also feel like, as Tara said, it's an emerging field. Experience is really, really valuable. Bringing other skills to this work is incredibly valuable. And I think understanding what you bring to the table is like really the most important thing. A lot of the work that I do is helping people think about that skill mapping. What is it that you have versus what roles are you applying for? If you do not love data, you probably should not apply for a DEI analyst role. But if you love data, and like Tara was talking about, the person who was, building Tableau dashboards, if you're into BI and all those things, that may be a better fit for you. If you're really shy and you don't like presenting, maybe being a facilitator is not the right type of role for you. So you have to understand what skills and experiences you have that align to the types of roles that you may want to actually apply for. And I help work with people to think about that a little bit.